All right. A bunch of settings got reset, which is cool. Yeah. So if anything looks weird, sounds weird, let me know. Oh, we got our giveaway good to go. I'm doing okay. Still, got my wrist wrapped up. We're going to change our goals. Let's see here. End goal. Manage goals. We are going to shoot for. Let's see here. We're going to shoot for. We're not gonna have any goals for a while. And hopefully the gate on my microphone didn't get reset. I think it did. Hmm. I'll lower the gate a bit there. Hopefully that'll be a little better. All right. So I think I'm going to pick on some low-hanging fruit this time around. We're going to get the tongue and the teeth fixed up. Then we're going to work on these ropes that are on different parts, and we'll go from there. Got to do his nails. We got this thing underneath here. We'll work on that. Then is my what's going on? Close this. Chat bot. What about timers? All right, that should hopefully pop up soon. If it doesn't, then I'll have to change some stuff around. All right, what do I want to mess with first? Let's. I think would be a good color for his nails. And we can always start with this nice brown that I already have down here and kind of go from there. I think this is the asphaltum from day one. Yeah, raise this color stuff. Did a little bit more experimenting with making paint today, but I haven't had a chance to actually mull it and test it, and put it in a tube. I think it looks better than the last attempts that I made, but until I actually apply it to, some canvas board, then all bets are kind of off. didn't quite have enough time to mess with that before start the stream. Yeah, it'll so like I'm messing with this culture hustle pigment that I got in a while back, and the 3 tests that I've done with them so far have been failures. They just don't. The pigment I think is just too large. Um, also kind of. So I ran this stuff through a like a little coffee grinder, a little blade coffee grinder a couple times, and it seems to have helped out. Now in my quest to like use a bunch of stuff, I may have added some things to it that shouldn't maybe have been added, but we'll see once I actually get it around to mulling it. Yeah, we're gonna do the same for these. It's supposed to be like bone spikes, so we're gonna use the same underpainting here. And it's definitely gotten nice and warm here. I guess spring lasted for like 4 weeks, and now we're into summer. Let's see. Um, Kind of need to recoat all of these ropes. What do I want to use for that? I'm going to use some of this for. Nope, is that all? That's all solid. Okay. Um, um, what do I want that to be? Camera. Not sure what I want that to be. Is this? Try something here. Back this up a little bit. Let's see. Thank you for so much the guide to oils. Oh, that's great. How you doing, Vorse? If you got any other questions, feel free to ask. All right. So I'm going to try to do this. Ooh, what did I just do? Might have put paint where it didn't belong, but let's see it. All right. Browns. I need a brown that I want to use. Let's see. We'll use this Venetian red, I guess. right, I have to check my timers. The fact that I haven't seen any, or make sure my bot's working. Because I definitely by now I think should have seen settings. That's connected. That's connected. That's connected. Oh, there it goes. Okay. What about this one? Okay. We'll see. Keep that eye out for that. I think you actually see. Yeah. Yeah. Don't. There's nothing wrong with hedging a little bit and just kind of like giving a couple things a shot before you jump full in. Nothing wrong with that. I have to turn the brightness up on my camera. I'm going to definitely darken this. Yeah, hopefully everybody's having a decent weekend. Got anything you'd like to share? Instagram, Discord is whitelisted. Do that to this set of ropes here. I want that to be darker there. So working on the power bust. Okay. Let me try. Try to use some Payne's Gray to start hinting down colors. Shading some colors, I should say. Yeah, I mean, that's all got to be. Actually needs to be a lot darker. Some of that because that Venetian red is super strong. Just some good old Van Dyke brown. Put down here for shadow. This all needs to be in shadow. sides of this needs to be darker than the front. For sure. What's going on here? Okay, that kind of going. Got that. Nails. That. Other ropes. Let's see, these ropes, I need to be a different brown. What do I want to do for that? Try some brown matter. Has my mic been muted this whole time? I think my mic had been muted for like the last 10, 15 minutes. Oh well. Anyway, we get some unbleached titanium out there. Let's see what else do I use. Yeah, because I've been talking for the last several minutes. And all right, so let me start over because I think my mic was muted. I'm doing a giveaway. Since we hit 500 followers, exclamation point raffle and a number. Um, there we go. That info right there. Yeah. So exclamation points should tell you how many points you have, and then you can do entries up to 10. And then this giveaway is going to last until next Saturday's stream when we're going to do the drawing. Oopsie poopsie. Oh well. Titanium buff, and then I want to add some. Oh, that just knocked a bunch of stuff over. Dang it, Bobby. Yellow ochre out here. Well, and let's see. Is this any good still? That is good. All right. I'll add a little bit of the cadmium yellow deep that I have up here into some yellow ochre. Add it down just a touch here. See how this looks. Or start the shadows. I'll come back to that. I'm going to start with some of these shadows down here. And at this point, you know, in the model, we're not going to be trying to erase anything with sponges generally, unless I like do something poor, but I'm not doing this for like a pre-glaze or nothing. So I'm going to use kind of this dull yellow, desaturated yellow. on this rope here, and then where I want it to be a brighter chroma, I'm going to bring in, I'm going to tint it with some white. Yeah, thank you. I mean the art is even, you know, I mean it's the art's kind of a gray brown, very toned gray tone brown. But when I can get away with it, I'll try to do something different. You know, especially if I'm not painting like a person, a human. You know, may as well. You got a lot more um, forgiveness painting something like this, a weird color, than something that looks like a person. Start painting, you know, a bust of a person, a weird color, and it stands out a lot. It looks off, can often look kind of off. Warm that up. And you can kind of control how much of that paint goes down with just how hard you push the brush into the paint. And we were discussing this a little bit in Wapelli's stream yesterday. It's, you know, you hold the paintbrush back as far as you're comfortable with holding, and you know, use a light touch. Now, if you really need to get that color down, you can use a heavier touch. Generally speaking, just trying to get the, when you're blending in, just want a little light touch. If it's not quite, you know, happening, you can always either grab more paint or push down a little bit more. But if you start grinding your brush down like you were, uh, you know, trying to do a acrylic dry brush, you're going to end up having crazy brush strokes and uneven color and all that mess. Trying to go in there with, somehow there's a little bit of unpainted section there. I got to go back in real quick. The asphaltum. Yeah, I think for the skin, Where's all of this coming from? Where's all this on my hand coming from? Probably from this thing. But I think I need to soften the shadows on this side. I think those shadows are too deep for the skin. Like down in here, that's fine, but here this needs to be less drastic. Um, and this side it's fine. I'm okay with it on this side, but on the warm side of the model, kind of facing the light, I definitely want it to be a little bit less drastic. But it's something I'll fiddle with further, further down in the model. It's progress. Let me grab back into this quick. It's like a little spot in here. Feather that back a little bit, hopefully. Okay. That needs to be grayed out. Trying to find a use for the Payne's Gray. The Payne's Gray literally might just be a gray filter to knock back colors that are supposed to be in shadow. I'm jumping around a little bit, but Pay attention to more shadow. Hmm. There's a rope in that guy's eyes. And my mic is not muted. Good. All right. I don't want to knock this guy's color back. Looking at it from this angle, because if you're looking at him from this direction, right, you're not going to really. This is the golden angle of the model. So I don't really want to put a lot of highlight the skull down here. Maybe grab just a touch of this cad yellow. Then some of this more that just a touch, but it had a weird like white streak on that hair there. Let me try to fix that right now because otherwise. I think it was just a touch of Red and yellow pale. I really like the way that hair looks. Get this paint on my hand. Right. Let's see. Um, Nothing too crazy on that. I do need like a couple of touches of a brighter white. Back to the brilliant yellow pale. Hey, Nosferatu, what's going on, man? Right here. Just do a couple. Just like faintest bit of highlight. Planning to go to chopping trees. Yeah, that sounds like a lot of fun. And by a lot of fun, I mean in no way does that sound like any fun. Well, hopefully, you are able to get some rest. It's hot as hell on this end. I'm glad that I mowed on Thursday when it was like 10 degrees cooler. Really trying to focus on making sure that my light and shadow is in the right spot on this model. Trying to pay a bit more attention to that. As I kind of go along here. Should be deep shadow. As I think about what to do with the other bit, let's figure out what color should his claws be, for one. Any ideas? And it's gonna be like the nails. What? That needs to be more. Like, is that what you meant with I meant the fingernails. Yeah. Right now they're just black, which or near black, which is actually fine. I might leave them like that, but don't have to. Yeah. Yeah. Probably don't. That's the delicate balance you gotta try to make though, whether or not you want certain things to be monochromatic or not. Let's see. I mean, trying to run through colors in my head. Red, no. Orange, no. Yellow, no. Blue, no. They might actually just stay black. I can just do some highlight on it. Let's go back down to this thing. We're going to throw a little bit of dull yellow into that. Especially up here. Yellow ochre. Give it a little bit more warmth on the edge, kind of peeking up towards the sun. Yeah, I'll leave it alone for now. I guess once I get a good idea of the composition, it very well may just remain black. Um, it's going to have to be black or like a uh, very high tint gray, like less yellow than the teeth. It's going to have to be like a cool gray. See, that entire arm thing faces directly into the ground, so it's not going to really get any highlights. But what I do need to do is need to paint in so these little straps. I need to do something on those little stitchings. So what I'm going to do with that, let's see if I can just paint gray, yellow. Needs to be a little more yellow than that though. And again, if anybody's got any art they'd like to share, Discord, Instagram is whitelisted. Take a look at what you're working on, celebrating hobby time. And if you'd like to enter a raffle for our 500 follower giveaway, we are raffling 2 hours of my time to do a private lesson for oils. We'll do it on Discord. Got to do exclamation point raffle and go from there. I don't want that's going to be boring down there. It's not going to be interesting. Name I. That didn't work. Try space and then a number, Nosferatu. Try raffle 1, see what happens. And if that still doesn't work, then I get to troubleshoot. Raffle 7, yay! Let's see if it actually like puts you into the raffle. Where is it? Where'd it go? Giveaway. Nosferatu, you have 7 tickets in. You can do up to 10. It costs 50 channel points. Uh, exclamation points should show you how many points you have. But yeah, we'll do the drawing at the end of the stream next Saturday. So that also means I need to move. We don't have a current goal right now. I'm gonna see event list. We're gonna unlock that. Slide that up there. Bam. Lock that back down. Yeah, so try raffle 3 and let's see what it does. I'll fix you whatever ends up getting goofed. You have 10 tickets now, so you're good. My video got flipped. I just noticed that. What happened? Video. Transform. Horizontal flip. There we go. So now I need to. So I look this way. Oh, that's being blown out by the. That seems like it was blown out by the other music, wasn't it? What happened? Okay. We'll cut down the. Now, granted, like the music that's coming from me, Asmodai, you can't raffle for 10 if this is the first time you've chatted in my channel. Wait, is it the first? It says you're the first time chatting in my channel. Are you? Hold on. So exclamation points will tell you how many points you have, and you can go from there. 50 points a ticket. Okay, let's see here. Yeah, you're a sub. How is it saying is your first time user? I'm confused. Hold on. What is happening here? Let me look at. I try. What is happening? Asmodai. That doesn't seem right. ASM search. There you go. All right. So you can do 2 entries for now. And you got plenty of time to use to get points between now and then if you hang around and chat. All right. There you go. That do giveaway. God, I can't. So yeah, the raffle is working now. So we will be working on that, pulling that raffle next Saturday. Now, I'd like to know why Twitch keeps telling me that people are first time chatters when they're obviously not. It can't be the first time. No, because people, I don't know what's happening. Twitch is being Twitch. I don't know what else to say to that. All right, let's keep working on this crap. What do I want to do with this here? Should this somehow manage to not? Oh no, there's some paint. What you thinking for what's anybody think for these straps here? So that should be this kind of like a green like this to break up the warm. I think it needs to be green. I know I just put down some brown, but I think that needs to be green. Yeah, there needs to be green leather. Yeah, we'll get to that in a second. I'm gonna first. There's these straps that I want to make. What color do I want to make those? Yeah, it's just gonna be a. But yeah, no, I'm really excited that we got our. Yeah, yeah, I think green will be a good way to break up the colors there too. So we'll go with green, but first, I got this like little line of string holding up. Line of string holding up this ram skull or whatever it is. Well, we're gonna paint that with this Van Dyke brown real quick, and then we're gonna go over it with a warm white. And the reason why I'm not just painting the white directly on it is I need that nice tone variation. So painting into wet paint is generally preferable in my experience. That way you have tone differences, tint and tone differences when you're painting. Things aren't solid colors in nature. Even though you can get some nice solid colors laid down, you want to have some variation. Not 100% sure how I feel about the very white edge to this moon. Might knock that back. All right, Asmodai. Have a nice one. Oil wash time. Need to decide what color for silver metal. If you have indigo, use indigo. If you don't have indigo, uh, Payne's gray. If you don't have either of those, chromatic black. If you don't have that, like I can, uh, but I quite like using indigo for any cool metals. And Nosferatu, I did start looking for a couple of more audio clips and stuff like that to add um, to channel points and stuff like that. I'm gonna probably turn the 80s and 90s things into channel points, just audio clips. Let's see. I need to find a good YouTube clip for Dr. Orpheus. It's a lot of the Venture Brothers clips on YouTube are really poor quality. And I used to own the DVDs, but that was a long time back, which is a shame because it'd be easy just to rip. I might just have to talk to Jack Sparrow. That way I can get my hands on good quality copy. But yeah, I'd like some Dr. Orpheus stuff. I'd like some stuff from, from the brothers. Like Hank and Dean quotes. I I years ago when I was playing a D&D game. Well, an RPG. I don't think it was D&D. But I was playing a what was I doing? I was playing like a rogue type character that had a penchant for like legerdemain, right? Like magic tricks and stuff like that. Because like as part of his kind of like this is how he learned to be a kind of sleight of hand guy, right? And I would talking like Dr. Orpheus for more than like 5 minutes is exhausting. At least doing dramatic Dr. Orpheus is very exhausting. It's a shame that Vincent Price didn't live to see uh, Orpheus and Doctor Strange in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. He's 100% why that character looks the way the character looks. Got to go watch the old school. Was it? Is it? I always mix up the names. Is it House on Haunted Hill? Was that the Vincent Price movie, or was it I think it was House on Haunted Hill, right? The original? But yeah, I need to grab some more Venture Brothers stuff to put as little like point redeems. I'd also like to put a whole bunch of stuff from Moonbeam City, but like me and my wife, I think the only two people ever saw the show. Yeah, I wonder. I wonder though. I wonder if a lot of his films were in that big Hollywood Hills fire back years back, where they had that entire like movie vault just go up in smoke, where like master copies of things just going forever. I know a lot of like older black and white era, and even like just major films just disappeared. The only thing you've seen is I Am Legend. Okay, yeah, yeah. I mean, he was. I Am Legend's decent, but I remember him for House on Haunted Hill. Assuming that's the correct name. It's Hill House or something like that. But yeah, some Doctor Murphy stuff. I'll have to do some brainstorming. Maybe tomorrow. I can maybe spend a little bit more time um, trying that. Trying to figure that stuff out. Haunting of Hill House. Okay, House of Haunted Hill. I think is the maybe the name of the newer like remake of it. Okay. And of course, the 13 Ghosts of Scooby Doo. Oh, mm, maybe having white thread is a bad idea for a thing that I'm also trying to like be bone white. See, this is what slows me down so much is I'm like kind of locked up in what colors to use. That's just going to be green too. I will screw it. I'll make that green too. All right. That way it'll bring those two portions together. All right. So that means I need to first need to kind of pull off. I need one of these. I know I painted this with that Terra, not Terra Rosa, the Venetian red, and that stuff is super staining. So let me pull off what I can. Okay. Okay. I'll do this though, because this thing looks dumb. So let me use that. For whatever reason, this like little peak looks weird. So I'm gonna just put some Van Dyke Brown on it, and I'll come back to it in a second. All right, so I got green to use. I don't want it to be the same green as the rest of that. So we are going to do. You know what? I haven't really used Viridian yet. Try use some Viridian. We have. This is like actual Viridian too, versus some of the other stuff. A lot of times, I guess Viridian isn't Viridian. What I will do. Yeah, let's just see how it goes down. May need something a little. Try this. I'm going to try some chromium green instead. I think the Viridian will be, it's not opaque enough to deal with what's already down there. Oh, and of course, the tube just like warped. What am I going to do with that big old lump of paint? Okay, well, there's no putting it back in the tube. It's so much paint just put out there. I think I screwed myself. I'm gonna have to let this dry. Yeah. All right, moving on to a different part then, because that's just not gonna So that's just not going to work because that Venetian red is a freaking gorilla and won't be ignored. So I'm just going to have to let that dry and I'll paint over it later. Um, yeah, same with those parts on um, the RAM. All right, if that's the case, let's work a bit on this one. This nose needs to be fixed. Here. Then I need to work on the tongue. Yeah, let's just do that for now. Um, let me Google wolf tongue. All right, they are pink. I don't know what I was expecting, but we're going to copy that image. Open. We're going to do that. We're going to do that. Alrighty. What would be a good color for that? That's something else I need to do too. I got to kind of his mouth. I have to kind of black line the ridges of it. I'll do that in a second. Um, yeah, we can. Lizard Crimson is still wet, so we're going to use that. I almost picked up a uh, landscape painting from Goodwill today to bring home and paint into, but it wasn't quite the kind of landscape I was looking for. I really want to do like a repurposed landscape. I want to find like a little bit of like a village scene maybe or something like that, and then paint in some like fantasy stuff into it. Yeah, that kind of needs to be that too, doesn't it? Yeah, there was I went to I was on a vacation however long ago and I was in Seattle. I think it was Seattle. And there was a guy who took a bunch of like, landscape paintings and just painted like Star Wars stuff into the scenes. It was pretty good. Do that. So ADD when it comes to painting sometimes. And you can get so like a canvas, right? Like a big canvas might cost you 20, 20, 30 dollars. You can go to Goodwill, you can get a used canvas for 10, and you can either just coat it and paint over it, or you can have fun and paint into it. All right, I'm distracting myself real quick to fix something that I meant to fix last time that I just remembered about. I'm gonna take some of this. Still, nope. All right, we're gonna take that. Give myself a neutral gray. Yeah, I've seen a couple of different, artists do stuff like that, and it would be kind of fun to do. But I decided not to, only because I need to actually paint any 2D art of my own first before I start trying to be cute. Like, so I do plan on, maybe tomorrow, trying to do that with some of this stuff. I got some artboards like what Pelias uses, to do some scenes on. All right, I fixed where there was some issues. Okay, and like frames are expensive. Like if you go and try to frame something yourself, framing shit's expensive. Go to Goodwill and you can probably find a frame that'll fit the thing you're looking for. Like you can always get matting, and stuff like that to kind of uh, adjust the size. You can get a bigger frame than the image, then you can get matting done, and it'll save you a bunch of money. Frames, man, expensive. Like, all right, skipping that. We're going. That's right. We're doing this. Okay, I need. Let me take just. We're gonna take this warm white that I got here. Throw it next to this alizarin crimson. I want to get just like a drop of it and slowly try to get a Pink. That'll work. See, that's too red. But grab some of this Payne's Gray. I'm going to keep trying to figure Payne's Gray out. Some Payne's Gray in there. That made that purple. Might not be a terrible color, actually. Just a touch more white. Maybe a touch more of this yellow to warm it back up. Yeah, that's better. Let's see. Yeah. All right, we're gonna try this. Hey, Thunderhead. How you doing? With your little blanket boy? Somehow, I mean, go follow this madman and watch him, and make sure if you do watch him, make sure to just either love or hate anything even remotely pop culture related, and you can get him to rant for sometimes multiple hours. Pretty entertaining. He just can't help himself. You know what? I'm gonna brighten up these ears too. Then that's maybe a little too dull. Exactly. Exactly. If topic is in the set of pop culture, then the rant shall happen. Well, welcome in, man. How goes your working on stuff? I know you were plugging away at assembly last time I watched you stream, and I couldn't stay around for um, the storm report. I had to get to bed as work happens. So I think actually he agrees with that. So I don't know if you'd actually trigger him talking about. I mean, he'll still rant about it, but he would agree with you, I believe. Brushes are a mess. Why the change of heart? You didn't want to because what you were going to do some speed paints and then do some like oil washes on top, or were you going to speed paint to lay your acrylic foundation and then I don't remember exactly if you said what your true intentions were, or if I may have just not been at my computer when you did say it. Just doing all this from the start takes less time. Yeah. I thought you were having pretty good results with the speed paints, though. From the couple of things I've seen you use them on. I know Nosferatu, I think here has been using them as well. I'm currently just kind of ADDing my way through this model, as I generally tend to do. And I was really confused for a while, like last time when you were assembling all the Veermen, and because I was like, is this for some reason I thought it was a conquest army, and I was just like, where is this thing? And then I don't know, like I said, I was just kind of lost. But yeah, not a. I kind of looked at whatever the company is. And nothing quite stood out to me. Nothing quite stood out to me. Yeah, um, I would like to find a slightly better solution from what I'm using. I don't know if it exists without like having access to a 3D printer or something for a better setup. Um, because I'm using like an acrylic nail polish um, rack setup, and it holds them well enough. But like just a moment ago, I went to reach for a paint, and it was like a cascade of tubes falling over. Let's see. I mean, and I'll say that the Veermen are the probably the cooler looking models from what I saw for Dead Zone and whatnot. There's like test tube racks that I know. I think Green Fairy Studios maybe uses them. That they said was decent. I mean, my setup is literally just like. I mean, it's. Come on, come on, camera. You can do it. I believe in you. You know, it's just you know tube rack like that, but this tube set here is a House of Cards waiting to fall. So yeah. All right, let's see how much I messed up my. Oh, it's beer time. You go grab one. I like the Daniel Smith stuff for the most part so far. Um, the and I don't know. I'll show it off again because I don't remember who was in the channel. But so here's a. Don't give me my hand a break. My wrist is already hurting me. Ugh, slowing me down. All right, let me cut the light down a bit. All right, so I'm going to zoom in. Winsor Newton versus Daniel Smith. All right, the gold they're pretty much the same. And this is like tinting out with white. So you see that like it's maybe a little peachier, a little warmer than this gold. Um, they have about the same covering power. Um, pretty close. The copper has much more shine to it. It doesn't quite read on camera, but this copper has a little bit more shine, not much more, but they're very close in color. The silver, however, like the difference in the silver is very drastic. You can see when I'm doing that. The metallic silver from Daniel Smith is really nice. And then the pearlescent shimmer versus the iridescent white. Um, the pearlescent shimmer looks like someone like have you ever cleaned a fish and you're scraping the scales of a fish? There's that, or like if you've ever rubbed the wings of like a butterfly or a moth, like that's what this looks like. It's like a really, it's beautiful, honestly, and I can't wait to actually try to use it on something. I don't know why I didn't set myself up for success with this piece here, but uh, I'll have to use it in the near future for sure. But I would definitely, the Daniel Smith silver and pearl shimmer I would highly recommend. The duochrome ones as well are really nice. The saguaro green and the aquamarine. Um, I'm not sure if there's other ones out, but they're hopefully making more. All right, I'm going to be right back. Grab myself a beer, and we will continue painting this wonderful Wolfen model. Okay. That looks weird. It erases the bottle from my hand there. Oh, that's not a good beer. Not a good beer. I may have. What's up, girl? Hmm. Um, let's see. Anybody who might have popped in, thanks to our 500 followers, I will be doing a raffle. Now you can enter a raffle starting today. And I'll be doing a drawing next Saturday. You don't have to be here. But I'll be raffling off 2 hours of my time to do a sit down oil session with you, discuss whatever you'd like, uh, you know, regarding oils and mini painting. Wait, aren't that should be black, huh? The gum lines. Look at a wolf snarling. Let's see. Yeah, they got black. But that's the ring around his mouth. Hmm. Yeah, let's say the inside of. Hmm. Trying to find a. Looks like the gum line is pink in the actual palette, but there's that black. Um. Yeah. All right. So, interesting. How am I going to paint that? Hmm. Think. I think that's going to work. I'll be okay with that because that's the inside of his mouth for sure. Right? I need an adult. I'm not sure what to do with it. If it looks weird, I'll change it to black. I think for now. Works. Of course, it got pink on his teethers. I need a better fucking. This light that I have off to the side of me is in my way. Make sure to paint the little gum line. I have to bend my wrist, man. It's hurting. Hopefully everybody's having a decent day, decent weekend. We'll sooner than later have to start spending time prepping pieces for Nova, so I can have pieces that I want entered into Nova at the end of August. Gotta submit 10 pieces. Might submit this one, but the thing is, like, I have so many good busts that I've done. I need to paint some non-busts. There, submit. Let's see if this here is my viewing angle. How often do you get to paint gums? Not kind of grossing me out a bit. Oh. Hey, Belfera. What's going on? How goes your handiwork? I don't know. What should I call it? Cortana? Thank you. Yeah, the chains turned out really well. The very I like chains look pretty good. The metal I did on his shoulder strap looks like doo doo. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. Did I see the masking you were doing? I don't think so. I'd have to. Did you post it onto the Instagrams? Let's take a look. Give my hand a break. Let's see what you got. Ooh. Wait. That seems like that's gonna be a pain in the butt. Is the honeycomb the masking? How do did you get like decals or something to mask? How are you pulling that off? Wow, that's got to take forever. That is some dedication. Well, hopefully it works out for you. It looks like it should be pretty cool. I mean, it should work out. It should work out. It'll be worth it in the end. And yeah, Valfera, so we are doing a raffle today. Um, giving away 2 hours of my time for private coaching through Discord. Uh, exclamation point raffle and a number up to 10 tickets, and we'll do a giveaway drawing on next Saturday. You don't have to be here for the drawing to win. You just have to be a follower and actually enter. Yeah, you have enough for. I need to put ranks. I haven't done ranks. We'll have to brainstorm some rank puns. Hmm. I don't think that'll work. You'll have to do raffle 10. Not sure if that works. It should respond. If it worked, it should have spit something out. So I don't think it worked. There you go. And yeah, we'll be doing that at the end of the stream next Saturday. Um Probably 9 p.m. So we can do a raffle and kind of just chat or whatever. Because yeah, ideally I would, have like paints or something to give away, but I can't afford it to just like can't afford cost. But my time is worthless, so I could afford that. No, I know it's not worthless. I know it's not worthless. But I can afford to give some of my time away. Not so much every time I want to do a raffle, spend, $60 in shipping on. Not a single. And I've talked to I know I talked to Green Fairy Studio about this, and I think Grim Nation Hobbies too. Like, art supply companies don't even want to look at you, and like not even because you're like a lily streamer or whatever. They just flat out like, we don't we don't sponsor artists, period. Yeah, yeah, it allows like people don't have to be here. It can be. My time is fairly flexible. I'm not going to stay up like super late on a work night to do a teaching stream, but or a teaching session, but time is pretty flexible. Okay, let's see here. We got. Does that have to be black? I think it does because the way I'm looking at the way the lips work. Yeah, I'm gonna have to. Mm, yeah, I need a goofed. So I need I'll use a chromatic black. And that's a fair point, Nosferatu. A lot of people have way too much paint. I need to talk to Cuttlefish and like I don't generally catch Cuttlefish's stream, but I need to talk to Cuttlefish and just ask him about a couple of like paint making questions because man, messing with my trying to get this oil paint stuff off the ground. Like I'm not trying to make a small business out of it. I just want to be able to make colors that aren't made normally. Um and man, it's a pain in the ass trying to figure out shit. I don't know. Like I feel weird about hitting people up about like the thing they're making, a livelihood off of. You know? Yeah, I know Knucklehead's got the entire line. Um but I know it's kind of maybe awkward to hit somebody up about, "Hey, you make paint. And you sell it for your living. You sell it to make money. How do you do it? Would you mind helping me out troubleshooting?" But I haven't gotten around to hopping into his stream to talk to him about it. Yeah, this needs to be black. Buying all of these paints. At least Cuttlefish's paints seem to be significantly different than a lot of other paint lines. Um, and that's something that I'd like to ask him because I'm curious to know if it's because he's not doing things like adding calcite and uh, you know titanium white into all of his paints. But I don't really know the guy and don't think he really knows who. I mean, he knows who I am only because of Knucklehead. Um, but you're demoneticipated entirely in colorfish. Cool. I mean, they definitely look neat. I do like the nature of them. No longer my alley. And I got some Culture Hustle pigment in the basement right now that after stream I'm gonna mess with. Because hopefully I figured out that I just need to grind. Not that I would ever recommend this because it's not worth the time and effort, and to dedicate a coffee grinder to just grinding pigments so you can then make your own oil paint out of a color that you might just be able to get the green stuff world pigments and it works better. I don't know. But I will see. I'm going to go downstairs after stream, mold some paint for a bit, see if it looks better than the other Culture Hustle stuff I did in the past. And if it does, then yay, I know you can turn it into paint with some extra steps instead of just tossing oil, linseed oil into it. Um, but I do have a couple of, I won't say experimental paints, but I have a couple of low, how to put this, a couple of rare finds that I'm going to be turning into paints that I might send to a couple of people. You know, the indigo, the transparent maroon, the um, Indra blue. Um, you know, I'm gonna make my own Indian yellow and quinacridone magenta and start making like um, I want to make a CMYK set of primaries. That'll be um, phthalo blue. Yeah. See, this the thing is like uh there used to be a phthalo cyan, but I don't think the pigment's being made anymore. So I'd have to find like a cobalt turquoise, but man, that stuff's expensive. Like this as a primary, that this cobalt is not cheap. Um, but I don't know. Maybe the blue that I have might be a good primary blue. Actually, this is a decent. Which one is this one? Bonnered blue. This is PB36. Like it looks like this on the tube, but it's actually really bright. Not like crazy bright. It's not like neon, but it's brighter than cerulean blue. Uh, about the same actually. Um, I kind of want to make a couple of like fun Indian yellow like mixes. I'll take some experimenting. What was I doing? I was painting black. Yeah, I'll have to just pop into Cuddlefish's stream and like, or maybe find him on, go hop into his Discord. I know he's. I'm thinking. Bleh, I think I am in his Discord. Fuck you, geese. Get the fuck out of here. I don't want to hear you. Like leaning. Am I leaning too far into the shot? Gotta be careful. It's a hard thing to avoid. All right. What does that look? Fix it later. Um. How's that? How's that looking? See, I think tongue needs a little. Yeah, thanks. I'm trying. I'm really. This is a push myself model. Um, I'm really trying to apply myself a bit more. This piece. I don't know what it is, but like I really, really love how the hair right here looks and how this looks. Like those two things to me look like nailed it. He's beeping at me. Hit them up later. And all it took for the hair is just to be a little bit more deliberate than I normally am. Instead of just being like smacking paint around. All right. Um, so what I want to do is we're gonna work on the jewelry on the ears because I feel like working on that. And let's do know what we're gonna do real quick. We're gonna keep working on the head. Going to keep using this alizarin crimson. We're gonna in this here. I'm gonna have to fix that. It's all like blue back there. I think I may have finally found a use for Payne's Gray. I only use it to tint down and to mute the tone down to mute colors that I want to be desaturated. And it's such a weak tinting color too. Now, it might be easier for me just to use Gamblin's, like dark gray. And but I know that Payne's Gray at least is semi-transparent, at least the Winsor Newton one. So it kind of is helpful as a glaze to darken things up. So yeah, I don't know. Let's see. We got. That's not what I wanted to do. We're gonna get a working on the face. Get some more black into this nose. I want to throw some highlights on it. It's gonna be tricky. Let's see. This is my vantage. Well, I'll deal with that in a second. All right. Again, this is the golden angle for this model. I want to have it like just barely being able to see the other eye. Like this. So if that's the case, I'm going to use the reflection that's coming off the light, and I'm going to try to paint in. Around the nostrils. Yep. Okay. So I need more white for sure. Just a touch more thinner because that stuff is kind of a little tacky. So we're gonna come back in here. Making a warm gray over here. I can do a little bit of highlighting on here. Moving on. Now for some jewelry. Give him some gold earrings here. using some cadmium yellow deep. That this side, I kind of want it to be a little bit more muddied. This is a much duller side to the model. I just don't want it to look too much like the hair. This repeat? This is just playing, right? Yeah, don't know. Now I do want to give this just look. Valfera. Does it look like gold earrings? Maybe it look like gold earrings. Touch, touch. Touch of brighter yellow. Hello, Big Vega. Welcome in. We're working on our Garmr piece here. Let's see. What else do I want to mess with right now? What is off about that band? Excuse me. Yeah, I'm calling her the B finished. The the um the sculpting on the actual like grubs are pretty soft. The details, and I mean, look how tiny. Like this is a 10-0. Like line bullshit. Thank you, AT Roger. Um, I'm calling her done. Um, well, I take that back. I can do that right now. Um, I'm gonna put a glaze of Indian yellow real quick. Where's my Indian yellow? There it is. Actually, hold on. I don't want to do Indian yellow. I want to do lizard orange. Just a touch of that out here on the palette. We're gonna glaze that on real quick. For those of you just coming in, there's currently a raffle going on for followers. Um, Raffling off 2 hours of my time um, to coach anyone on oil painting. Could do 10 entries. It costs you 50 channel points per entry. Exclamation points will tell you how many uh, points you got, and then a raffle and a number will get you into the raffle. We'll do the drawing at the end of next Saturday's stream. So between tonight, Wednesday's stream, and next Saturday's stream, you can put in your uh, tickets. Just using this alizarin orange from Williamsburg, which I assume is just Indian yellow plus alizarin crimson. I don't know. I'd have to look at the actual tube, which I no longer have. Then where is there we go. Let's put a little bit of glazing medium down here. That is a late ice cream truck. That didn't quite work the way I was hoping it would work. Oh well. Eh, done. I'm not gonna even try to fix it. Don't care enough. All right, back to the main attraction here. Let me fix that command. Just one thing I want to change. Let me finish. Let me do a quick. Little weird little things going on with the teeth. I'm gonna fix. That looks like poop. I don't like that. Trying to mix a warm gray. Put on the back side of the teeth here. There we go. That's close to what I was looking for. Yeah, if anybody is working on anything they'd like to share some Instagram or um, Discord pictures of, welcome to throw those links here in chat. Curious to see what other people are working on. That's what I keep putting my hand in. Okay. Right now, I'm trying to mimic a body world scheme. Body worlds. Not familiar with that. Let's see. I want just a touch of cad red. Oh, okay. Those are creepy. Yeah, isn't there like one where there's like a dude and a horse that's like, yeah, I can imagine it'd be really difficult to pull off. I remember that from years and years ago, seeing something about that. That they like preserve the corpses with like resin or something like that. Not gonna lie, it'd be pretty freaking badass to be like immortalized as a creepy resin art exhibit. I'm gonna use some plastinization. Okay, yeah, they do some sort of chemical reaction to like keep it from rotting. Yeah, God, I love Cad Red. Do I want to make all of these beads cat red? I think I do. I do. Beep, beep, beep. I would think that a big mini would probably be like, I don't know how large you're working with, but the amount of striation you would need, you would actually, you know what? Hold on. A friend of mine cast me this piece. I haven't worked on it yet, but it's like a skinless anatomy bust. Um, this would be like perfect for that. I mean, it's literally like textured. I need to talk to her again because I wanted to. But yeah, you need something like this big, this size, to do that on. If you're painting in the detail, you got your work cut out for you. I'm gonna do all might one for all. Hello. Da, da. My audio balance is wrong, but welcome in. Helicopter. Call the dog. Welcome in, everybody. How are you doing this absolutely fantastic Saturday? Yeah, something updated and like all the sound balance got completely jacked up. So hopefully people coming in had the opportunity to hear arguably the best raid intro on Twitch. Welcome in. What were you working on today? What brings you in? Currently working on Garmr from uh, Journeyman Games. It is a reimagining of the old Rockham Confrontation Wolfen model. Wolf Confrontation was a early like 2003, 2004 skirmish miniatures game that had some absolutely gorgeous models and disappeared after just a couple years. But some of the most gorgeous models ever put to market. I do. Yeah, everything you see up here, this is all oil paint. Um, right now I'm using some alizarin crimson um, to lay down some deep tones on some of this decoration that I'm filling with. yeah, I've been doing all oils for about 2.5 years now. Uh, oh, got a little bit of paint on that. Let me pull that off. Do either of you mess with oils at all? If you're curious about oils, exclamation point oils will link you to a I'm going to avoid using certain words. It links you to a document that has some good info on how to get into this side of the hobby. But you're welcome to ask questions about what I'm doing. I'll do my best to answer. Um, and I know you're just hopping in here, but if you'd like to post a Discord or Instagram link that shows what you're working on, assuming that you were working on some art stuff this evening. Maybe you weren't. I've really enjoyed using oils over the last 2 years and some change, and fiddling around with trying to pay attention more to light and shadow now. Now that I've gotten a pretty decent grasp on the medium, I'm comfortable in my, you know, in my mixing and whatnot. Now I'm going to try to be a little more detail oriented. You paint with oils as well? All right. Awesome. Did you say what you were working on? Let's see. Do amazing. I don't think so. Working on a Draconid Nugget. A lot of manga figures. Okay. Oh, hi, Mark. Helicopter, thanks for the follow. Um, I have painted a couple. When you say manga figures, do you mean like garage kits? Because I've painted a couple of garage kits. I have two waiting in the wings. And I can grab my last garage kit off the shelf here in just a second. I'm not sure what to do with this underarm thing right now. Um, oh, let's see. A lot of anime figures like DVZ. My okay. Well, I can show off real quick. Uh, what I'd affectionately call the huge mistake. I'm gonna have to actually take this camera and not wheel it, but pitch it way up because I'm not gonna be able to pull her down. But let's take a trip here. Take a trip to bad lighting, unfortunately. There we go. There is Android 18 up on the shelf here, a 2 foot tall uh, Android 18 shit stomping on Vegeta up there. And then we got a Tifa one up there in a corner. So those are two garage kits. Oh, that I have. Where's she? And then there you go. We got a Ray Ayanami um next to an Eva thing I haven't had a chance to actually paint yet. But he's on the short list to do soon. Oh yeah, no, this is I've got my shelf of Kingdom Death stuff that I've painted. All of that's oils. We got a couple of busts up here. Um, back down here, and this is a bunch of Judgment stuff from the old version. A couple of stuff from Limbo Division there. Some Michael Contreras pieces right there. Yeah. Oh, do a lot of painting. All right, let me knock you down to that. All right, man. Excuse the detour. Let me try to get this back on track here. Oh, yeah. Like I said, I've been at it for about 2.5 years, and the community's been really helpful and supportive. I've really enjoyed it. Um, and then I do have this one I can't show with the camera, but I do have one more garage kit. He's off somewhere else right now. Couldn't take up too much space. But I do have this piece that I'll be working on um sometime soon. Oh yeah, this what Neat Fi or whatever light is really good. I think I need a second one though. But yeah, this is I don't even remember what the name of this piece is actually. Um, this thing was an enormous pain in the ass to freaking. How did this sit? I had to boil this thing twice to get it to. I had to boil it to get a lot of these parts to fit. It was a gigantic pain in the ass. Um, but I look forward to painting it. That one I think might be on the back burner for a little bit though. I have trying to do some stuff for um, Nova coming up at the end of August. The last, well, I guess it's the first weekend of September. Trying to submit some stuff for a painting competition. I mean, I don't do a lot of off-stream painting anymore. So most of the time, if I'm painting something, it's on stream. Um, I might do like a little bit of work, but if I'm working on something, it'll be on stream at least part of the time. So you just have to, just have to pop in. I think the next thing I'm going to work on is, I think this is the next piece I'm going to work on. This is from Robot Rocket. Can't remember the name of it right now, but this is just like a simple, fairly straightforward piece. But I'm going to try to use some um, color shifting metallic stuff. It. Um, but I think this is going to be the next piece I work on because I don't think it's going to take me terribly long, and I do like it quite a bit. Um, I have a handful of stuff off to the side. I'm not going to sit here and play show and tell too much. I know I just showed a huge amount of stuff, but yeah, we're working on Garmr here. Like I said, he's from Journeyman. Um, definitely, definitely love this piece. Let's see, throwing some Alizarin Crimson down. Let's see. I think Yeah, I think that's going to be fine. All right. Well, thanks for popping in. Hopefully I'll catch you and I'll give you a follow here. Maybe I'll try to catch you on. Okay, at least I can do is follow you back here. Have a nice night. Yeah, the headpiece, there's a full bust of it, and then there's like a full model. I almost got the full model, but I decided against it. I really like painting busts. um, but yeah, that's again, it's a robot. That one was a robot rocket model. They make some pretty cool stuff. I have another robot rocket model that I can't really grab. That I looked forward to painting. All right, do I want to paint? I'm trying to think pairs. So I think I'm going to pair this red with a nice blue, like a nice cobalt blue. Let me do that. Give this guy a little bit of. All right, again, trying to focus on light and shadow. So I'm trying to look at the model from this angle, more or less, that you see here. So this is where all my highlights are trying to uniform my highlights, right? So that means I gotta. So if I want that, I have to turn him a little bit. And I'm forcing myself to look at this from a fixed perspective. Which means top of this is what gets that red. Then I really like alizarin crimson plus cobalt red, cadmium red. Excuse me. It was all itchy. All right, we're gonna pair that with a nice cobalt turquoise, but I need to put a foundational color down. We're just going to use a little bit of color, just not a whole lot here. Some cobalt blue down. Touch there. Do not need much. And then we're going to get some cobalt turquoise down. Okay. Got a deal. We're just going to lay cobalt down. Nice. I think it's a really pretty blue, but it doesn't have a great cover power. Cobalts are pretty nice colors, but they are not very strong tints. Tint very strongly. Okay. Thankfully, what I'm putting this down on is already dry, or dry enough. I still am going to end up doing something with the this shoulder strap thing a little bit more fancy than what it looks like. I'm just not sure what to do with it yet. Right. All right, now some turquoise. Hopefully this will be tinting enough. Don't want us to actually use this particular turquoise. All right, same thing. Reestablishing my. Oh, my wrist is fucking hurting me. This is gonna be the last bit of this. All right. All right. Looking at it from this angle. Have to find a way. What to say and break out. Alrighty. My hand is giving up. My wrist is really, really fighting back right now. So I think I'm going to go ahead and call it just a couple minutes early today. Um, this is where we're at. Um, Major things to work on next is Nosferatu. Have a fantastic night, man. More work. I got to start working on the this belt. I think is the next major hurdle to work with. I do need to finish the ropes up here. I just putting that Venetian red down was a mistake, and painting over it is impossible. Um, so We will work again on this on Wednesday. We're going to keep plugging away at this guy, I think, until he's done. And then once he's done, Saturdays we'll be back to working on my Thanatos piece. And yeah, you should paint something for the sake of painting instead of armies, because it's a good opportunity to sit down and focus on stuff. Yeah. I will say the one only thing that's really bothering me right now on this model is this metal work. I need to fix it. I'm not exactly sure how, but otherwise I'm very happy with everything that I put effort into so far. I think though, hold on, let me before it dries. I think this needs to have a little bit more pink. There we go. That's better. All right. Anyway, let's go see who is hanging around.